Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on a 20-year-old man that was released from prison only to be chased back onto the prison property and gunned down in the parking lot.
Family still has a lot of unanswered questions after their 20-year-old son was waiting at this SEPTA bus stop before he ran over back into the correctional facility where officials say he was shot and killed.
He was released around 1 o'clock in the morning, and this shooting that led to a homicide occurred just before 2 o'clock in the morning.
Rodney Hargrove had been incarcerated in Philly since March 11th, 2021, when he was arrested for 6 charges, including carrying a firearm without a license, receiving stolen property, and fleeing and eluding. At 1 a.m. Thursday morning, Rodney's $200,000 bail was posted by his father, and he was released from the CURRAN-FROMHOLD correctional facility. As part of standard procedure, Rodney was transported by prison staff to a bus stop directly across the street, where he waited for his family to pick him up. Roughly 45 minutes later, he started running for his life, back onto the prison grounds. A vehicle approached Rodney at the bus stop. He sprinted back across towards the prison and through the main gate, which had a parking arm that was raised without a guard posted. The vehicle chased after him onto the property, and gunshots erupted. At least 10 shots were fired, and Rodney was shot multiple times in the chest, arms, and torso, dying at the scene. Prison guards are saying they didn't witness the actual shooting, but heard the shots, and apparently saw a dark-colored vehicle speeding away, but were unable to confirm if it was the shooter's vehicle. So not only was Rodney gunned down on prison property, past the security gate with the raised parking arm without a guard present, meaning anyone could have driven onto the property unnoticed, according to the Philly police chief, no surveillance cameras caught the actual shooting. Prison staff are also aware of the dangers surrounding the bus stop Rodney was dropped off to, as inmates have voiced concerns after being offered drugs and other things immediately after release. Now, Philly is on its way to a deadly start with 104 people murdered in 2021, and with attacks as brazen as this, I can only imagine how bloody the summer will be. Now, let's state the obvious. This wasn't a random shooting. This was targeted, right? Anybody can clearly tell this was a targeted hit. A lot of people I've seen on social media, like, how does somebody get found out about? Only the family and the jail knew, da-da-da. No, that's not true. When you get bailed out, every single inmate knows you're getting out. You know what I mean? And it's kind of confusing because bail is more so related towards jail. So for whatever reason, he was inside of a correctional facility, which is a prison. I'm not sure if that's just how they do it in Philly. They send you to an actual prison. And there's probably 2 different sides to the compound, where you have the inmates that are pre-trial and then you have the inmates that have been convicted. But whatever it is, if they see you getting out, you know, you're going to get noticed before you actually get out. So if you're being released that night, it might be an hour, it might be 30 minutes, whatever it is. If an inmate has a cell phone in there, because obviously if it's 1 a.m. or midnight, they're not going to be able to get on the jail phone. But if somebody has a cell phone and sees you getting out, they make a phone call, and now people know where to get you at. In Florida, it's so much more accessible, because you can see someone's release date on the Florida Department of Corrections, and you know that if they're not going to get picked up from the prison, which means they'll walk in the parking lot, they're going to get taken to the nearest Greyhound bus station, and you can wait for them at the bus station. So it isn't hard to kill somebody after they're being released, and we've actually seen this happen a couple of different times. But this is the only case where he was actually chased back onto the prison grounds and killed in the parking lot. You have to think of how crazy and bold this is, because the cars that are parked in the parking lot belong to the COs, belong to the prison staff. There should be prison towers. There should be a guard posted at the fucking gate. I don't understand how they were able to pull this off, for one, and I really don't understand how there wasn't any cameras in the parking lot that captured what happened. Now, I've already seen comments on social media like, oh, did the family set him up? Did the prison set him up? I don't think either one did. I don't think that there's a conspiracy theory where guards are releasing people to get killed. They don't have to. They don't have to do that. If a guard wants you dead, they're going to kill you inside of the prison. And there's a better chance that they're going to get away with it if it happens inside of the prison. So I don't think they're releasing people just for them to get shot. And I don't understand why he was killed. You know what I mean? There's not much on social media to find about him. I don't know what type of lifestyle he was in. He obviously got a gun charge. That doesn't mean he's a fucking killer. It doesn't mean he's a super savage. He could have just got fucked up and caught a case. He's 20 years old. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to judge him just off of that one arrest. I don't know his arrest history. All I know is whoever wanted him dead was 110% committed. And it sounds like in Philly right now, the crime rate, the death rate is up 30% from last year. I don't know what it is, but they're smoking shit out there left and fucking right. They're just killing and killing and killing. 104 people have died. It hasn't even been 3 months. Now, I'm sure like with any case, in time, more details will come out. But without an actual witness of the shooter, of the vehicle, or any surveillance video, I don't know how they're going to solve this one. I don't know how much more information they can get. But to know that you can be killed walking out of a jail, a prison, etc., chased back onto the compound and shot to death, it's fucking insane. And when I was inside a prison, my biggest fear was coming home because of how many people I knew that were released and killed within months. It's sick to say, but there's a sense of security when you're surrounded by concrete walls, when your cell shuts and you know nobody can get to you. You can sleep at night. When you're in society, when you're at a home, it ain't nothing for somebody to kick your door open. It ain't nothing for somebody to come through the window or just shoot the entire house up. And a lot of people that have never dealt with something like that or been through a traumatic experience like that, they feel a sense of security with wooden doors, wooden walls, glass windows. I don't feel that. When I was inside a prison, I felt secure because I couldn't get out, and that meant nothing could get in. But when you get released, anything can happen, and there's no more knives. Now it becomes guns. But hey, it's 10 out of J. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. Till next time.